Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Staying strong, always moving on. Feel I don't belong, tell my thoughts to move along. Push myself to be the best, die with no regrets. Live with every breath, see my message start to spread. And I had so many dreams, then you hit your teens. Life ain't really what it seems, try to find out what it means. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah.
Hello guys, welcome back to another stream of Infamous Esports. Once again a very great effort taken by these infamous boys for providing this beautiful platform for the underdogs for where they can actually showcase their skills with their guns. And this is the T2 stream going on, and I'm GW Frost casting from GW clan. And all the best to all the teams, and let's see who takes the chicken dinner away in style. In the meantime, if we take a look at the playing path, it's straight passing. I mean, it's exactly bisecting Pochinki in his playing path, and I see team number 25 dropping Pochinki, and whereas team number 12 opting for Severny. And in the meantime, we see Georgia Bull side is definitely it's a cluster of teams. And no one did opt for the mentioned region or going towards the Yasnaya. And Titan Ninja and his boys, they are looting the northern part of Georgia. In the meantime, somewhere I see GNSL already playing T2s everywhere, whereas other teams, they are taking some initial fights. And Average Clan, AVG Clan, Avengers sort of, they are down to 3 members, and even Spidey OP getting knocked. So his friend will be definitely present there to give excuse me guys, I was having a connectivity issue, and this connectivity issue is really messing me up whatsoever. Whereas going back to the fights, I see 90s, they are down to 2-man squad, and one of them being confirmed by 64 BTR, and it's all down to 3 members. It's 90S Panda and his members 90S Awesome, and Girishu is definitely being healed up. They're taking head-on fight with Team Valor, Goku, and 64 BTR already has confirmed that kill of his teammate. I see no other squads definitely around Georgia Bull City, so this fight will definitely prolong, and we definitely will get to see more of a TPP fight instead. Close fight being instantly coming into action. Now moving on to other squads, 69 Beast, they are just looting the Milta region, sweeping building after buildings, not letting even the stun grenades left out, and they would stop looting until and unless their bags are full. And somewhere I see Team ATS again coming into action, who has been playing the T3 customs quite brilliantly. Only the reason was that they were caught out in a watery rotation, and they had that watery grave for themselves by Delta Chirag. And we see God taking down top Raider, and there's a fight going head on with some clans, but I don't know where the fight is going on. But Team INF, they are holding that bridge location, waiting for those other clans to just pass by themselves, and they will get some free kills for themselves. And I see Terminator getting a nade knock on Al-Qaeda God, and squad number 18 would definitely love to push these guys right now. Only if they have the balls, because they are two-man squad, and one more casualty can deal a havoc. And Terminator takes the charge on, and he let's try to do that 1v1, and it's all done 1v1. It's down, and the devil, he gets knocked, and his last member remaining, he is down to 1 HP. He gets a clone shot, takes down one. Al-Qaeda God is down to 5 HP. Something miraculous to get the squad wiped. But no, that miraculous thing does happen very, very rarely, and squad number 18 did pull off that clutch, coming by next Light 47, who had that AKM, and DPs, who had that added advantage over mini 14 taps, and wipes the squad pretty easily. And Team 90s, they were in action from the beginning of the match itself, and again Awesome is getting knocked by squad number 15, and they to confirm those kills, and it's all down to Valor. Only one member left from that squad number 15, so he would definitely play passive. Not only passive, he would opt out to move out into the zone, move into the circle, grab a compound for himself and camp, so that he can just pull out some position points for his team. Now 4MD Dark taking a knock on Bhalu. Excuse me guys if I'm late at showing some fights, because it's very hard task to move on from one fight to another, but I'll definitely try my level best to do so. Now squad number 25 has definitely moved into the awaiting hands of squad number 10, who has those compounds for themselves, and he has his aim locked on TX Viper OP. I think he doesn't know that there is some team in those compounds where they are opting for, and other members of Team 10. Now these boys, they have flanking positions coming in, all of them taking their covers, and all of them just relaying information to their teammates, and one knock can eventually lead a push by squad number 10. And I'm pretty afraid in the fact that squad number 10, these members can be picked one by one by other teams who would be rotating pretty soon from these areas, and will be wanting these compounds so damn early. Now 90S Awesome takes down the last member of Valor, so squad number 15 is definitely going down pretty early at the 15th position maybe, but definitely a good effort by them, as they did manage to secure one of the members of 90s and confirming that kill. Rhino Hero, MFM, Tails, OP and Diablo, they are routing the shooting range region, and they definitely are being not contested for those preliminary loots coming in. After this circle, you can see the second circle popping up very soon, and only after that we would see whether the circle shifts hard or remains pretty concentric in nature. And we can see some rotations coming in from various squads, and the moves that each team takes would be definitely a lookout by me. That Team TX Nashedi, he is still at the same position, as he had earlier, but he would definitely love to rotate with that vehicles, and he gets shot from squad number 10 who has already spotted these guys. And as I said, this is once again definition of commentators curse, that they can be picked one by one, so they do need to be careful. And my day, this is T2, so the battles would be even more deadly, even more bloody, in the sense every team has that freaking gun power to take down squads after squads. And I can see some beautiful sprays coming in from squad number 10, and 25 is down to 3 members, so it's a 3v4 scenario, and Nasheri taking a TPPs behind the broken walls. And thanks to Team INF Spider, who makes it again 3v3s and makes it equal. In the meantime, somewhere I see Team BHR taking a fight on, but I will definitely look out into this fight, as this is quite a close fight coming in from both these teams. And wait a second, they have just swapped their positions. I mean, team number 10 was out with the broken wall, and Vishal gets knocked by INF Rebel, so it's down to 2 members. And it's basically a 2v4 now, so they are being pushed back, and that was crazy from team number 25, coming from that back foot position, and now they're in advantageous position. So, but no, the revive is coming in, so it would be pretty 3v4 scenario after a few moments. And yes, the revive is done, and he needs to heal himself up. The mall is being popped up, but there is no damage being dealt to these members, and definitely not get the revive. And number 25 will definitely capitalize on this fight and wipes out Team TX in style. And as I said, this is freaking T2, so no one can underestimate no one's gun power. So team number 10, that is a valiant effort coming from them, but team number 25, kudos to you boys, who definitely were in a disadvantageous position but managed to pull themselves up by holding on to that last string of hope. And that is coming from Team INF Spider, who did that first most important knock and making it 3v3s yet again. Now moving on to other squads. Team Defuse, we haven't seen this squad in fight, but we'll see it pretty soon. And he is on his bike, who is going for the drop maybe, or maybe they are just going for the rotations, and I suppose they are just going for the rotations. And that flare gun, I think that is the thing that attracts most of the attention of the whole lobby. Now team number 1, that is Team TXOs and his boys, they're rotating from the school, where they can have some gunshots fired by squad number 7, that is 69 and his boys. So they do need to be precautious enough. They have to take precaution and rotate so that they don't get caught in the rotations right at this position, because the fight hasn't yet started. The phase 2, as I said, the circle hasn't been so concentric enough, but it has shifted towards the western region. People might just go towards mansion side and hold that compound. In the meantime, I see GNS Leo yet again knocking 2 of the members. No, wait a second. He did a 1v3 with the AUG freaking spray coming in. And this player has 6 kills right from the beginning, and they have their 11 kills to the squad's name. They were freaking bridge blocking. They were bridge blocking this Rozok bridge, and my oh my, this has been so brutal for the squad that was wiped by GNS Leo and his boys. They do have those 11 kills. Now they has to have that position points to get those 30 plus points in this match. Now this has been a very coordinated push, or you can say coordinated play coming in from squad number 8. So this has to be in a lookout. This squad has to be in a lookout for other teams so that they don't just take fights head on with GNS boys, as their blood will be um, flaming high because they have those freaking 11 kills right at the start, and they would be definitely confident enough to take head on fights right now. Team number 20, that is ATS Drax, who had played team T3 custom from 2 p.m. They are even playing these T2 customs and would love not to repeat those mistakes rotating in the water, and they now do have that compound for themselves where they are not contested whatsoever, and not only that, they do not have the enemies in 300 to 400 meters proximity. But a nice rotation coming in from squad number 11 from the southeastern region. And wait a second, they are having a gala time over here. Killer Marjit, Killer. If I spell your names wrong, then excuse me. I think it's Killer Marjit, whatever. They are pretty having a gala time, and this is all PUBG. You cannot be serious every time. You have to have those fun times in PUBG. That is for a short while, because once the next circle pops in, people will push this compound and snatch it from you, so you definitely need to be ready. Members from squad number 12, they are also proning in the grass, waiting for the squads to rotate in their vehicles, and they will spray them down. And why not? When you lay down, you have those pin perfect sprays, laser beam sprays coming from M4 6 times or 3 times. Now I see no fights taking place, but wait a second, that fight has been triggered by Team 2OP, who gets a headshot knock on TXOs. And Honey gets knocked by 69 Major. I need to look at that fight first, because that squad number 8 was definitely at an advantageous position, as I said. But no, as I said again, that you cannot misjudge a team's gun power so easily. 69 Major decides to fall back and regroup with his teammates, whereas squad number 8, they would definitely go for the revive. And yes, the revive is done, and they do now know that there are guys in school apartments, and would be very careful enough not to peek again, not to do a peekaboo, so that their heads get popped off. Now it's for squad number 22, it's all down to INS Scratch yet again, who did lose their 2 members out of the 3, that is TG Meat and TG Crux OP. So I definitely want to see a gameplay like Matrix Venom in the last match coming from Team INF Scratch, who did manage to bring their position points to 5th or 6th, and ATS Drax in the meantime takes another knock on TX Oasis. I mean, how many times would TX Oasis get knocked? I mean, boy, you would definitely bleed out now. You should be very careful right now to take fights. Yes, but TX Oasis again gets to survive. But wait a second, did you see a push coming in? And yes, team number 20 did push, and we can see a close fight coming in. Aran is some smoky OP, but Aran is so freaking low. But these boys have been third party. Now ATS Antok takes down Arman, and he is confirmed. They need to stay inside the compound and finish things up pretty early, so that they don't get third party from behind. And wait a second, look at that, who is coming into the fray again, and that is none other than squad number 5, that is Diffuse Ninja OP. They are like, wait a second, we are also there, we would definitely want to rack up those kills. Oh, I can see a beautiful swivel race coming from Team Escort, and Whoever has pulled his mic into all, please don't do that. You have those game rules, game disciplines. These matches are being streamed, so it's very problematic if you guys put your mic on all. So guys, do maintain that discipline, or else you might get banned from this infamous esports management team. Defuse has that MK14. Now talking about this gun is so freaking versatile that you can use this gun in close range, you can use it as DMRs, you can use it as one-shot snipers, and not only that, you can even spray. You can even, definitely, I'm not joking, you can even spray with this gun, making that 8 times into 4 or 3 times 6 times into 3s, and you can connect bullets whatsoever, and people will get knocked in no time. ATS stealing havoc on other teams right now. So ATS members are right now, they are definitely playing aggressive, and did definitely rectify their mistakes and that beautiful board coming on major. But the retaliation fires did come pretty soon, so no amount of damage can be done anymore, and the revive is possible. But squad number 7, they do have their vests and helmets damaged, so now they need to be careful, as any more headshot knock with MKs or arms would definitely make you bleed even faster. In the meantime, I can see 10 teams alive with 31, and the zone is again shifted towards the western side, but it has not shifted so hard like the previous ones, or like the zones in Vikendi. GNS Leo getting knocked by Rhino Hero, and he is being confirmed instantly. Now that was a sluggish gameplay coming from GNS Leo, who was knocked and finished. Now Uday is going for that revenge fight right now, and Honey taking down MF and Darius OP. Now it's all down to 3 members, and one is definitely being picked. Uday tries to do some damage to out in the open, and what a beautiful spray coming in from Uday. M4 3 times his laser, my dear friends. And no, Uday, you cannot do that. You are caught out in the open. You need cover right now. Uzi can deal a heavy blow, but he has the cover of the tree, but one nade can finish things off in style. And did that nade connect? But no, the molly did come in, so he needs to push. He has that Groza, so he has that confidence in his hands only. Not only he has to have the balls to take that 1v3 charge from his team. Team number 8 has 14 kills in their pocket. And what a pity, the ATS did nade themselves off. ATS answered, what did you do, my man? What did you do? And the kill feed is definitely being followed by every team, so you better be careful when you do something sluggish like nading your teammates down. Now it's all down to ATS tracks. He has switched his FPP mode on, so he would definitely have a more POV, I mean more point of view. But 2 OP Psycho, he is stealing havoc with this who is gatekeeping all of the teams, and they are holding the zone edge, so nowhere G number 20 can run. Now Titan is knocked, and I want to see another headshot now coming from 2 OP Psycho, who has 4 kills, and that is more than 50% for the team's whole kill, I mean the total overall kills for the team. Saga OP, Saga Spidey gets knocked by the zone, and Titan tries his best to go inside the zone, but no, my friend, when all of the players fire at you, you need to drop down your vehicle right at that moment, or the vehicle's gonna blast and take you into the hell, hells. Team number 8, what did I see right now? They are down to one player, that is BHR Aladdin, and he has 5 kills.
भाई ऊपर गाड़ी लगा के बैठे हैं यार.
Wow. Now whoever did the damage, whoever dealt this blow on team number 8, definitely they would be like, we have done the best to stop that monstrous team who could have racked up 20 plus kills in this match, but still BH Aladdin is alive, so nothing can be said so far. Now this team who was dancing and having a gala time initially, now they have started coming into action. And once again I'm repeating, please don't put your mic on all chat. And team INF management, if you are seeing these streams, do put an announcement that these teams would definitely get banned if they from the next day put the mic on all chats. Do maintain that discipline of the stream, because these matches are being streamed and Clark Song knocks down 2 of them with one freaking grenade. Woof, that was crazy stuff coming from Clark Song. Taking that damage with that nade, I was down to one member. Now the revives are definitely coming in. Iron Spider in the meantime heals himself. And the zone is with concentric action, but Killer Magi takes down yet another member. So this team, who said that this team plays better? Who said that this team doesn't know how to flex their guns? Whoa, that is crazy action coming from Clark Song and his teammates. Now the only team inside the zone is team number 20, and that is 80 Strax, who is holding the shack and would be seeing all the fights like the cinema, like seeing movies in the cinema hall. But team S4W takes a nade knock on IM Spider OP, and wait a second, BHR Aladdin coming into action yet again with his MK14, taking down Ninja OP and confirming him. And this team has 17 kills, so BHR Aladdin is in a position to stop flexing his guns and bringing those kills for his team. Now we can see some team plays coming in, but sometimes we can also see individual gameplays dealing havoc to a whole squad. Diffuse Ninja OP is definitely blocked in that shape. And that play coming in from BHR Aladdin takes down Clark Song. Are you freaking crazy, my man? This player is dealing havoc. He is solo squatting every other team, but only if he knew that other players are still at his back. But he takes a good decision to fall back and get inside the zone and make a cover for himself. Now Clark Song would definitely not be revived, as the zone has ticked in and he has to go 113 meters into the zone, but rest of the 2 teammates might just be able to get into the zone, but the damage is huge. No. Now this is peculiar. This zone, Diffuse Ayush, he has the zone, part of it is inside it, part of it's outside it, so he needs to take a clever decision whether to go outside or not, or just move into this or hold here and do the heal battle. There are 5 teams left, and each one of them is a solo member. Each one of them is a solo guy. So I need to take an overview right now. And as I said, INF Scratch, he did manage to bring his team to top 5 position. Now this has become a solo match right now, with all 4 alive and all 4 are being solo members. And INF Scratch and their teams though have 0 kills, but they can take the chicken away, playing passive, playing sleeky, and like a venomous snake inside the grass. And if he could have spotted INF Fury, then I could have seen some gunshots being fired near that tree. But I'm rooting for this guy, Team BH Aladdin and his teammates. They do have 19 kills, so I'm taking back my words. This guy can take his team kills to 20 plus and deal havoc to other teams and take his chicken away in style. So I just cannot wait. Who takes the fight? Who initiates the fight? But Team INX Fury knows that BH Aladdin is here. INX Fury takes, but no. Scratch takes down Fury.
साइकिल तुम्हारे पे है बेबी फेंक दो बेकार है
and look at ATS Drax. He is playing like a Mexican fellow who just sees all the fight from the sidelines and he would come up like a boss and do that final damage.
एमओ नहीं है क्या M4 के
Scratch healing himself up, but he do not have those boosters which could have have made his health back to 100%, so he has to play now with 75% of HPs. Everyone is inside the zone, so whoever spots first would definitely be eliminated at the third position. Now after this I would definitely love to see the match instead of commentating and would definitely love how thing goes. Going to the world view, I'll be sticking to the world view right at this moment, right from here. And Aladdin is spotted by Scratch and is being taken down. So it's down to two teams, ATS Drax, ATS Drax and INS Scratch has to heal himself. And one grenade can change everything. Now Scratch isn't inside the zone, so he needs to heal himself up. And that push is coming in. And no, what is Scratch do? He was reloading his gun. That was a very poor decision coming in. GG's, he did manage. Everyone, we'll be back tomorrow again with infamous esports customs. If you want to play these customs, do check the link in description. I have the Discord servers link in my description. Go there, register, and you can definitely play their customs. But before parting away, all those who are watching my stream, this is a request to every one of you. Do go and see the movies on Pandemic that we have made on PUBG. We have made 3 episodes on Pandemic, starting from how it started, then comes the overall situation right now, and then the 3rd episode entirely on India. We are definitely coming up with new ideas on movies and are eventually making one of the movie is definitely in progress. So stay tuned, subscribe to our channel, and make sure to hit that like button so that you do not forget to see any one of the movies of GW PUBG. Thank you everyone, and peace.
I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only the best. I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going to win. I want no fake love, I want the real stuff. Everybody listen up, cause I'll only say it once. I'm gonna show you all the path. If you want it bad, I'm gonna show you where it's at. Yeah, how you can get it back. Yeah, cause I ain't never done. I'll be number one, working hella hard until I get just what I want. Yeah, rises like the sun, yeah, fatal like a gun. Shooters gonna shoot and I'm gonna shoot until I fall. Yeah, always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never